We are kicking off another week of Movie News Daily by looking at the weekend's box office numbers, the upcoming Blu-ray releases, and talking about some upcoming horror projects. And we have the logo for Lanterns. Let's talk about it. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into JC's Movies, where you can see all kind of movie and TV show content with me, JC, especially within the superhero, comedy, and horror genres. So if those are up your alley, be sure you hit that subscribe button, where we talk about a lot of that here. And of course, I bring you movie news updates every weekday here, Monday through Friday. Here we are for the February 16th edition, where, as we tend to do on Mondays, we look back at the weekend's box office numbers. As Blu-rays are released on Tuesday, we look to see what's upcoming to be released this week. We've got the logo for Lanterns this week, just now released. So we probably are going to start to get some more promotional material for the DC series here in the near future, which I'm excited about. And a couple of other horror topics to talk about, including a Dead by Daylight movie that appears to be coming. So a lot of fun stuff to talk about here on the February 16th edition. With no further ado, we're going to dive in. Quick reminder, if you haven't, subscribe, and while you're in here, hit that like button. That thumbs up button helps us hit the YouTube algorithm, find more movie and TV show fans like you and me. With that bit of housekeeping out of the way, let's get into this. Starting with a look back at this weekend's box office numbers, we'll run through the top 10 really quickly. Taking the number one spot was Wuthering Heights. They grossed $34 million, nearly $35 million here. And of course, this is the domestic box office to be number one right now in its first weekend. Goat was also released last weekend, the animated movie from Sony. It picked up $26 million. Then you had Crime 101 from Amazon MGM with $15 million over the weekend. There are your top three, all three being new releases. And then we get into Send Help, still at 4, holding strong, bringing up $9 million domestically still this week in its third week. Has some legs there. Then we have Solo Mio at 5, Zootopia at 6. The other new release, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, is at 7th with $3.6 million, but limited release a little bit, because I know where I'm at, it's nowhere around. I'd have to drive like an hour to see Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which I'm wanting to do. Can't wait to see that one. I might just have to wait till it comes to streaming, though. And then we have Avatar, Fire and Ash still in the top 10 at 8, Iron Lung at 9, and Dracula rounding out the top 10 at number 10. And then from the box office numbers, also always like to highlight on Monday the upcoming Blu-ray releases, because I don't know if you guys are like me and my friends were, but when Walmart used to be open 24 hours, you'd go out at midnight, 1, 2 a.m. on Monday, because the Blu-rays came out on Tuesday, right? So you would see what's coming out, what do I want to buy, all that. So that's why on Monday I try and preview this. So if you do want to go on Tuesday, purchase any of these, you'll know what to look for. 4K edition of Predator Badlands is coming, and the Blu-ray of Predator Badlands as well. And then limited edition Steelbook 4K also right here, which actually looks pretty sweet there for Predator Badlands. Song Sung Blue already coming out on Blu-ray. Got a Blu-ray for the sequel to Sisu. Dexter Resurrection, the complete first season, out on Blu-ray. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. All the President's Men. Five Nights at Freddy 2. A Beautiful Mind out on 4K. Shout out to John Nash. Actually went to the same high school as I did, Bluefield, West Virginia. Nightcrawler looks like a steelbook release for Jake Gyllenhaal's Nightcrawler, underrated movie. Pretty sweet steelbook there. Steelbook release for Silent Night, Deadly Night. Is that the new one, or is that the... Yeah, that's a new... Okay, so the new Silent Night, Deadly Night out this week, and they have a steelbook as well. So I'm probably definitely going to have to pick up that Silent Night, Deadly Night steelbook. And then you have Now You See Me, Now We Don't on 4K. We got Van Damme's Knockoff coming out on 4K. This Scream Steelbook 4K, I think this is a re-release, because I actually have that. You guys probably saw it in the background when I did my Scream movie review. That's definitely a re-release of that one, but good time to do it. Silent Night, Deadly Night Collector's Edition of the new one there. Another Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Double Impact. I think I have most of these Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. If I don't, I'm probably going to have to add those to the collection. Anything else that we should highlight? Mean Girls. Mean Girls out on 4K. I wonder if that's the first 4K release of Mean Girls. Might be. But that's what's coming up this week here. So coming out tomorrow on February 17th. Get out on Tuesday if you're interested in any of those titles. Buy them. Buy physical media, guys, as I always say. From there, let's get a shameless plug in here for my X account, trying to grow this up. So if you haven't yet, give me a follow there at JC's Movies, as you see there on the screen. I'm putting out a little tweet on this day every day here. Some movies that released on this day. On February 16th, we had Ghost Rider, A Cure for Wellness, Black Panther, and then Happy Gilmore. It's the 30th anniversary of Happy Gilmore today, actually. It released on this day in 1996. So I'll try and include these in the Movie News Daily in the future. Just some fun facts here to throw in. But let's talk a little bit about lanterns. And this is one that I'm really looking forward to. Talked about it a lot. We'll continue to cover it. And we're probably going to start getting more promo because they have revealed the official logo. Culture Crave sharing this one on social media. That's where I'm getting the picture from. But here it is, the first look at the logo for DC Studios Lanterns. Can't wait for this series. Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan, Aaron Pierre as John Stewart, and of course you get Nathan Fillion returning as Guy Gardner in here a little bit as well. Excited to see this, man. A Lantern Corps show. It's going to be pretty sweet to have finally something else from the Green Lantern universe. I know we just got Guy Gardner in Superman, but I'm talking, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and getting both of them at once is pretty sweet. Can't wait to see how this thing turns out. And in case you missed it recently, we did get news of a Dead by Daylight movie coming out over the weekend, or at least going into production in the near future. It's going to be from Blumhouse. This article is from Bloody Disgusting. Alexandra Aja going to write and James Wan producing. So good little combo there. We'll see who directs. As actually, once you get into the article, Alexandra Aja is a co-writer on here with David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, who wrote Orphan, Aquaman, and The Conjuring 2. And it is believed to be a scary, quote unquote, scary cinematic adaptation of the interactive video game. And we do not have a director yet. Looked like they were looking for Alexandra Aja to direct this as well, but he is not directing, as he's due to helm Under Paris 2 for Netflix. But they do have the writers in place, so they are working and searching for a director now as well. Of course, if you don't know about Dead by Daylight, it's been running for about 10 years now, launched in 2016. It's a multiplayer slasher video game that pits characters up against slasher maniacs, both original and iconic to the world of horror. And I'm guessing in the movie, they're probably not going to have the rights to include, any of the famous slasher characters that you sometimes see pop up on Dead by Daylight. Probably going to be all kind of original ones. But, I'll be interested to see how they make a movie based on kind of that asymmetrical video game take that, Friday the 13th and, of course, Dead by Daylight, all these games have done. Will they do something similar? Will it be more story-based? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they pan that out with a Dead by Daylight movie. But they're trying to capitalize on the popularity. I'm a little bit concerned because it is Blumhouse. I haven't really liked a lot of their stuff here recently. They've kind of fallen off a little bit, if you ask me. But I will check it out, and we'll see what happens with Dead by Daylight. And that will do it for today's edition of Movie News Daily. Like I said, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe. Continue to bring you movie news updates every weekday here, Monday through Friday, as we kick off another week here with the February 16th edition. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts on anything that we talked about there in the comment section, or anything you want to discuss movie, TV show related. Always enjoy chatting movies with you guys, and those interactions help me continue to grow the JC's Movies channel here on YouTube. Having said that, I appreciate you tuning into this one, and I will catch you on the next one.